The legend of the watermelon. Long ago, Hung King, the 17th dynasty, had an adopted child named Ntm. He was very clever and wise. The king loved Ntm very much and often gave him special treats. Usually, when the king gave gifts, all the officials would be very happy and cherish them. But Ntm often said, "Gifts are worries, receiving is owing." When the king heard this, he was very upset and said, "In that case, let's see if you can do everything on your own without any help." One morning, the soldiers came and took Ntm's family onto a boat, bringing them to a deserted island. Ntm and Mrs. Ba, his wife, were allowed to bring along only one dull sword. Looking around, they saw nothing but the endless blue of the sky and sea. Ntm comforted his wife, saying, "Heaven gave us life, and whether we live or die is in heaven's hands and ours, so there's no need to worry." On the island, Ntm's family lived in a cave. Every day, Ntm hunted for game and picked fruits, while his wife gathered clams and mussels to get through the day. One day, while a bird was eating something on the ground, it flew away quickly when it saw Ntm coming, leaving behind a bright red piece of food. Ntm picked it up and realized that it was a piece of melon as big as his hand. He thought to himself, "If a bird can eat it, maybe people can too." So, he tried a little bit and found it sweet. Ntm planted the seeds in the ground. A few days later, the melon seeds sprouted and spread their leaves all over the small plot of land. Together, Ntm and his wife took care of the strange new melon vines. Then, the first flowers bloomed, and those flowers turned into fruits. The melons grew quickly, becoming big, round, and lush green. Ntm cut open one of the melons and found it pinkish red inside with shiny black seeds. When he tasted it, it was both sweet and refreshing. After that, Ntm and Mrs. Ba planted even more melons. The plants grew and covered all the island with green. Every time he picked melons, Ntm would carve his name on a few and let them float away in the sea. One day, a boat stopped by, picked up the melons, and took them to sell on the mainland. From there on, Ntm was able to trade melons for food and everyday items. Their lives became more and more comfortable. Once, a noble brought a strange fruit to Hung King only to learn that it was grown by Ntm on the island. The king felt sorry for how he had treated Ntm, so he invited Ntm and his family back to live as respected members of the community again. That's the origin of the watermelon we eat today.